A paramedic in Cornwall says she was only able to see one patient during a 14-hour shift last night because of delays at finding hospital beds. As pressure on the health service continues, frontline healthcare staff are speaking out about their frustration. Some even saying people are dying while they wait for ambulances. Sam Blackledge reports.
We know all about the pressure the NHS is under at the moment across the sector, but to see it put in such stark terms by somebody who's actually there working on the front line really brings home how serious this is. This is a tweet that we can show you sent this morning by a paramedic based here in Truro. She says, during last night's 14.5-hour shift, we saw one patient. That's not because there's no demand, but because we were stuck at hospital for the entire duration waiting for bed space. Meanwhile, people are dying waiting for ambulances. And she ends that tweet with a direct message to the Health Secretary, Sajid Javid, asking if this situation is sustainable. Here's what the CEO of Health Watch Cornwall had to say.
Well, the NHS in Cornwall is really creaking on its legs. As we've seen, there is a massive queue of ambulances at any one time outside the Royal Cornwall Hospital. And it's really shocking that an ambulance driver themselves has to send a tweet out calling for help. The problem at the moment is being caused by people who are able to leave hospital but don't have a care package in which to go to, either a care home or care support.
Well, last week a report found that ambulance response times in the southwest are among the longest in the whole country. South Western Ambulance Service last month went to an average of about 300 incidents a day. That's well up on normal times, and it's an issue affecting the entire region. Earlier we spoke to the Chief Executive of Plymouth Hospitals Trust based at Derriford. Here's what she had to say.
It's difficult for us to be able to clear the ambulance as much as we would want to, as speedily as we would want to, when we've also got quite high levels of sickness amongst staff. COVID has not gone away. We still have 50 or so patients in the hospital with COVID.
Well, a spokesperson for the Royal Cornwall Hospital Trust told us earlier staff are working extraordinarily hard to avoid the unacceptably long delays, and they are planning a whole system reset to get things back on track. Meanwhile, NHS England told us it's working on a number of measures to help minimise those ambulance delays. Sam Blackledge, ITV News in Truro.